traders from around the world, what's going on? It's me, Jeremy Alexander Newsome with Real Life Trading. Hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic. New all-time highs again today. I heard someone say once that this is a very strong bullish market. Whoever said that was correct, because this is wildly bullish. Overall, this little pink drawing was Mr. Squiggles doing his handiwork, just saying that we want a little bit of a rotation up, a pullback, and then a bounce. And that's exactly what we got here on the hourly chart. So you'll notice that is the exact wave rotation that we had just 2 or 3 days ago, right? Here's the pull down, here's the rotation, here's the bounce. And look where we bounced on the SPY. I mean, check this out, crazy. We've never bounced down here before. It's so weird. Why would that happen? So anyway, SPY closed at an all-time high today. Very strong bullish move. A little bit of a pullback maybe on Monday, Tuesday, but that bounce should be viable. SPY still long, looks good. The Qs, woo-wee! Ladies and gentlemen, if you were unable to make, and in fact, I saw a one-legged kangaroo who was skydiving on his cell phone making money today. It was so easy. Look at this gap, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I got a name for this gap. This gap is a classic gap.
I'm a classic gap. Look at me, no candles on the screen. I'm a classic gap.
Oh yeah, that just happened. So this is a very good gap we got on the Qs. Bullish gap and go all the way, ladies and gentlemen. So easy to play this thing. Whatever dip you can find, just buy it. It's just gloriously, ridiculously beautiful. Check out this move on it. Look at this 5-minute chart. Look at this 5-minute time frame. So the 5-minute time frame is 149.22. This was the previous all-time high. We gapped up, we pulled down. First 5-minute candle was a high wave doji. You all know that's my favorite candle. Broke above the previous high. I mean, good grief. So the Qs nailed it. Had the best day of the month today, and it was a struggle most of the month for the day trades, but honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta give a shout out to my team. This is all about them. I have more good things to read than I can handle. I'm just gonna do my best. Let me just scroll up on some of this. So I had one trader make this comment. Since I've been with you, since I've been talking to you, I've won 130 and lost 40. That's trades total. And anyway, this particular trader said that he called out of work today because she was positive he was going to make more money than going to work, which he did. So Seymour just absolutely rocked it. I'm gonna just kind of scroll up and see how many traders just wrecked it today. So Melanie got 8.25 hours today. Zane had his best day ever today as well. Best day ever. I was done. I was able to lock in about 4 hours. Jesse, 11.5 hours on his swings alone. Brian, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Derek Washington, 9 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, we murdered it today. The morning room was so good. Gaps everywhere. And it's not like we didn't talk about this. I mean, I published these literally days ago in the TradingView journals. Remember, these are free access. You can just literally follow us and get these for free. Here's our analysis on the Qs and on on Google and Amazon. So Google, right, mentioned, here's the chart that if it gapped up into this green box, it's gone, right? Very strong trend. Mentioned it would pull back a little bit and then buy the dip. But again, this was me kind of just talking about and discussing this overall trade in this little, chart. And then of course, Amazon, same thing. Is that if it gaps into the green box, look to be bullish. I mean, Amazon, just immaculate bullish gap today. So incredible. Trapping everybody. I mean, look at how many bearish, you had 4 or 5 bearish candles right here. Bearish, 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 a little bit of a flag pattern. Gapped up, just wrecked it. Jeff Bezos worth almost $95 billion today. Adrian had a bull put spread. Incredible. So your previous all-time high, I get it. Amazon's a little bit expensive, but Jesse, Brian, congrats for smacking Amazon around. If it pulls back, buy the dip on Amazon. Amazon will unequivocally go higher into the end of the year. And if you can afford some Amazon, be bullish on it. It's going to go higher. It might even get 2,000 between now. It might double between now and this time next year. It's a very, very strong gap. Facebook, new all-time highs today. Oh my goodness, just so many things to look at. Here's the deal. So if you were unable to understand the gap sentiment today and you didn't really know how to play these moves, email me. Let me know. How can we work together? How can I help you take advantage of these super solid moves? Had a student request ticker symbol AGEN, and I forget the exact trader who requested this one, but it is a very good support here on AGEN. You'll notice it's about $340 range. You got the Hammer of Thor happening today on AGEN, so if you're looking at going long, looks nice. GoPro, ticker symbol GPRO. GoPro had a little bit of a weaker day out there with a strong market, but earnings is around the corner. Don't really know exactly what's going to happen on earnings. I do like this bounce, however. Yeah, here's the weekly chart, and here's your long-term moving averages. And again, that 100 is going to be a good resistance. You'll notice it was before, and we did trade down to a really good support. Here's the daily chart, and you bounce off the 100, 200 on a daily. So overall, looks like a double bottom. Looks like a very nice gap to me. I like this lower shadow. Looks bullish, but earnings can change everything. So, you know, if you are planning to hold longer term, just kind of be careful. Groupon, ticker symbol GRPN. Groupon, this is the daily chart on Groupon. Looks pretty good. Still kind of surprised they're in business, but here's the weekly chart, and we just smacked our head against the 200 simple on a weekly time frame. If you were looking at playing Groupon bullish, take a break out of this resistance right here, which is about 528. Just look for it to close above that particular price. This could be a very ugly inverted head and shoulders pattern of some kind if that does play out. But overall, fundamentally, surprised that Groupon is still hanging on. This is a very good bounce down here at 267. Very obvious bounce down here. But overall, I think it want to close above 528 would be a little bit better. Short term, this candle that we're getting right now doesn't look all that bad. A little bit of a hammer, some volume is coming in. You know, just keep an eye out for earnings on Groupon. Had a lot of other requests. Here's IRBT, iRobot. Nice little one white soldier candle today. Interesting move. So what I'm looking at iRobot to do is retest a little bit more. So this had a good breakdown. I'm keeping an eye on iRobot to actually retest. So it broke down really strong. Today was a bullish gap, you know, like most of the market. So on iRobot, just looking for it to kind of pull back into the $72 area and you know, look to be bullish. CELG, nice little hammer candle yesterday and nice little inside day candle today. I had a lot of traders asking about getting in bullish on CELG. I'm not one of them. Mike had a put sale expire worthless today. So if you are looking at getting in CELG long term, this area down here, this is the spot that one would. Especially if it can take out the high of Thursday on CELG. Dry ships, believe it or not, one of the most, I feel like the most manipulated stock on the NASDAQ, as is actually starting to break up a little bit and doing some interesting things. So you've got a nice little pennant pattern, some volume is coming in. Be very careful about the stock. It's very speculative, moves very quickly. Do not have a large position in this particular trade in my opinion. I would look for a quick, fast day trade or 3 to 4 day swing trade potentially. I like the inside candle. If it starts popping, dry ships can run. There's a lot of shorts out there. This thing can squeeze at any moment. It's a really weird stock. I'm sure we're going to have some type of documentary or something 10 years down the line talking about the just weird manipulation that's going on with the stock. Like, I mean, here's what I'm trying to get at. Look at this thing on a monthly chart. It's had so many reverse splits that it's worth 1.2 billion. All right, that's funny. It's had that many reverse splits. Something is going on with dry ships. I'm not sure what it is. It's really odd. But down at this level, short term, I mean, it's still on the exchange somehow. So, you know, look to make some money. Twitter, very strong gap on Twitter. Up 6.5% today. I mean, yesterday, immaculate bullish gap and go. Look at the sentiment here. All of these short traders, including me, trapped, right? Bearish, just getting hosed yesterday morning. So Twitter, really strong gap. Next target on Twitter is going to be the 200 simple on the weekly and or 2377, whichever one comes first, which is probably going to be 2377. So 2377, nice looking area, some good volume. If you're not already in on Twitter from the gap yesterday, pull up an hourly chart, pull up your exponential moving averages, and look to buy the dip. Oh, there's one right there, right off the 10 on the hourly time frame. So Twitter, buy the dip. SSNC, I forget who requested this one, but SSNC, oh, that's right. Ted requested this stock. So SSNC on earnings, white candle gapping down, had a crazy day. Nice little lower shadow of the trend. Overall, still looks pretty good. Here's the weekly chart. And if we really zoom out, we'll see that the trend has been moving along pretty nicely over time. So this appears to me to be just simply the previous all-time high retest. So a little bit of a double bottom right here, quick snapback into old resistance, new support, and SSNC today inside candle. Looks pretty good. It's going to take a little bit for it to recover from that gap, but if it starts making higher highs and higher lows on SSNC, I think it's pretty good. JCPenney was the easiest fade I've seen in a long time. You couldn't short it today, and just a strong gap down, right? A gap down like 20%. Soon, JCPenney will be bankrupt. I started calling it in 2014. I said it would happen in 5 years. Still got 2 years for that to occur. And I know it's an unfortunate thing because there's a lot of people employed by JCPenney, a lot of people, you know, pensions, retirements, jobs, checks, whatever. But just overall, I mean, people don't shop there anymore. It's just a pass-through store from point A to point B, and their sales are just getting wrecked. Is this the absolute low on JCPenney? Maybe, but I doubt it. It probably does something like this. This was just a lot of people who are already bearish, buying to cover. I did not get a chance to play JCPenney, but here's how one could have. Very easy. 5-minute chart, stock gaps down. This is the pre-market chart, and look at this resistance. I mean, you have this higher low come in, nice little high, breaks out above. I mean, boom, nice little pop, good pullback, volume going everywhere, and then, you know, continue higher. So JCPenney, nice little bullish move there early this morning. Didn't trade that one, but, you know, looked nice. Google, oh man, Google, ladies and gentlemen, giving you all a free gift from Christmas. Beautiful pullback into these moving averages, testing this previous hourly high. Here's the exponential moving averages without the hourly, extend hourly chart on. So Google, yes, it is a big upper shadow, and yes, it might pull back a little bit more, but Google, ladies and gentlemen, I am all about that gap. In fact, I'm all about that gap, no candle. I'm all about that gap, gap. Yeah! Bringing all the guns out today. So Google, if you, again, just like Amazon, if you can afford a position in it, look for a pullback. This is an incredibly bullish gap. I'm all about it. Looks very nice. Buy the dip, hourly, daily. Google overall will be going higher. Gnarly upper shadow, no denying that. So, you know, based on that shadow, try to get it a little bit cheaper. If you're like, hey, this is a good price to get it, go a little bit lower than that. Look to buy the dip and then, you know, just rock it out. So ladies and gentlemen, some beautiful stuff. Congrats to all the real life traders out there who made money. There was a lot of them. I love almost more than anything when a bunch of traders get together, enrich lives, make money, enjoy the market, trade their plans, mitigate risk, enjoy life, just become incredible people. That's what so many real life traders did today. Just shout outs across the board, folks. Congratulations. So proud of you. Sorry, Apple. One last thing. Apple, ladies and gentlemen. They literally can't get enough iPhones. They're buying out. They're going crazy. Apple, huge move. If you're in shares, in calls, it is a retest gap. We probably pull back a little bit, but Apple is going to be making new all-time highs again soon in the near future. If it gaps up on earnings, let's say it gaps up into here, which is entirely possible, sell that gap, look to buy the dip longer term. But Apple is literally running out of iPhones right now, according to all the people who are buying them, all my buddies. Websites are crashing, stores are selling out, people want their iPhone 10s or their iPhone Xs. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most popular company in the world with the most cash. They could buy Amazon, Tesla, ExxonMobil, and British Petroleum and have a few $1 billion left over. Folks, Amazon can get bought out by Apple. Okay? Apple, be bullish. I'll see you on Monday, and until then, remember, love life, live life, traded. Bye.